Hey, good Monday afternoon, everybody. I'm KHOU 11 meteorologist Tim Pandajis. I want to give you an update now on a very active situation northwest of downtown that seems to be drifting its way southeast and will likely be impacting the metro area within the next couple of hours and could be a very impactful evening commute. So keep that in mind. Here's radar right now here at 2:56. We've got a large cluster of thunderstorms here now out to the really the west of Spring along 290 and just to the north of Katy, extending farther south over the last hour or so. It's actually back building a little farther to the south and will continue to do so. A loop of the last hour shows it's not moving very much. In fact, a lot of these cells have been stationary, which has been prompting flash flood warnings that have gone up for certain areas right over the Cypress area, over 290, and just to the west of Spring, southwest of Spring, and south of Tomball there. Rainfall totals in just a short amount of time. We're approaching 234 inches of rain already on saturated grounds. As you can imagine, that would make for quite the problem with standing water and water coming over on roadways, making them impassable. In fact, there have been many reports of roadways with standing water on them and continues to add totals to that. I want to also point something out here in an hour loop of radar is you notice this line here that's jetting out to the south of the main cluster. That's an outflow boundary, and a lot of times this acts to initiate new storm development. It's almost like a mini cold front. It dives on in, forces air to rise, and kicks up more storms. In fact, as you watch this play out, it likely had a role in the development of this cell now drifting over Katy and eventually pushing south towards Cinco Ranch over the next hour or so. And rainfall rates within these cells are inch and a half, 2 inches per hour, and is again going on saturated grounds and creating some issues there. So we're going to keep an eye on this outflow boundary here as it's now pushing down into Houston and eventually towards Sugar Land, Richmond, Rosenberg area as we approach the evening commute. Could it possibly initiate more slow-moving cells that could create some standing water on the roads during that evening commute? Here's a closer look of Katy Freeway area. There's Cinco Ranch, the southernmost extent of the rain trying to build its way into that area. Still the heaviest of it right over 99 north of the Katy Freeway there. Very heavy rain. Could even be some small hail embedded in that as well. I also want to note that all of these cells are sub-severe. They are not severe in terms of any watches or warnings out right now, so we're not concerned with that. It's really the immense amount of rainfall that's going to cause the issues as we head through the rest of the afternoon and into the evening. Here's the details on our only flash flood warning that's currently in effect. And this is for portions of Harris County for another 45 to 50 minutes until 3:45. Now, this was issued right around 1 o'clock or so. So it's been a long duration warning because of all that rain. And you notice within this polygon, it is still raining. So the worst is not over yet. There's been many reports out in that area of standing water and roads that are impassable. These are 3-hour rain totals here. Here's the bullseye just to the south of Spring Cypress Road, and that's around 4 to 5 inches of rain over a 3-hour period. So that is causing a lot of problems in that area. And that's not it. You move over into Waller County, and we've got another bullseye here between FM 362 and Katy Hockley Road. And that's, again, 4 to 5 to 5.5 to maybe even close to 6 inches. These are just radar estimates. Ground totals, verified ground totals could even be a little bit higher than that. So that's causing a lot of problems there. Bigger picture here, I want to switch it over and show you what it looks like on visible satellite. Because we went through the lunchtime hour, we had a fair amount of sunshine. That sunshine destabilized the air, and of course we got the storms to develop as a result, and you could see this plume of cumulus clouds that developed and then developed into thunderstorm clouds, and that are trying to build their way on out towards Katy and Sugar Land just really over the last couple of hours. And it's going to be the case as we head through the next few hours into the evening commute and right up to around sunset, and then things will start to calm down. A lot of rain over the past couple days to a week, and that's created a very saturated ground. We've got numerous flood warnings up for the San Bernard River and the San Jacinto River off to the north. In fact, there is one area that's over near 69 corridor. Flooding could actually get so bad there that we see some lanes get closed at this area of the South Fork of the San Jacinto River there. In fact, the readings there put it at 48.3 feet right now, expected to crest early Wednesday morning. Just under minor flooding levels at 49.5 feet. So those areas could lead to some water coming up on the road on the interstate there and causing road lane closures into Wednesday morning. So that'll be something to watch carefully. Here's how things play out on future track. Initializing quite well with the storm development and clusters here pushing into the Houston metro area. And then they try to lift back north as we get on into this evening. And then notice after sunset this evening, everything really starts to fall apart and diminish as we lose the daytime heating. So that's what we're going to be watching. The next few hours will be critical for flash flooding potential. With the immense amount of rain coming down from these clouds, again, they are slow moving. We're talking 1, 2, 2.5 inch per hour rainfall rates with how juiced up the atmosphere is. If there are any other watches or warnings that are posted, we'll be on here with you, and also join us on the 411 at 4 p.m. And then David Paul will be here at 5, 6, and 10 tonight.